What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at how we can set up an API, just a really basic one, using Python. We're going to use the Flask library to get that done. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to jump into our shell, we're going to create a new directory, and we'll call it basic Python API. Alright, we got that done. Now we will create a new file, and we'll just call it api.py. We got that done, we'll open that up. Awesome. Alright. Actually, before we do that, let's jump back into our terminal. Let's use pip to install Flask. So Flask is a Python library that you can use for creating APIs. It's pretty cool. If you want to learn more about it, there is a pypy.org page about it. So it's for creating web applications. Pretty cool. Installation instructions, nice and easy. So let's jump in. We'll install Flask. I think I actually already have it installed, so I'm probably just going to see, yep, cool, requirement satisfied, happy days, and my version of pip is out of date, so good to know. Alright, if you don't have Flask installed, that's going to run through it and install that for you now. From a code perspective, we're going to import Flask. So from Flask, import Flask, and we're also going to import JSONify because we're going to be sending our responses back in JSON format. Alright, so we'll set up our new app instance using Flask. Using name here just says use the current module, which is going to be name. Now, what's our API going to do? I think our API is going to send back a list of users and allow you to search a list of users. So we'll start off by creating our list. So we'll go users, and open that up, and we'll do this in JSON format. So we'll set up a few, just ID. One, name, lowercase, Jane Smith, and we'll go email, Jane at thesmiths.com. Alright, so we might make a few more of those. We'll just be a bit cheeky and use copy and paste though, because clearly typing is not going well for me today. Alright, who else are we going to have? We'll go IDs 2, 3, this can be John Smith, and Jenny. Alright, perfect. So we've got our list of users now set up, so let's get our routes going. So that will go at app route, and this route is just going to be for our return all users, so we'll go slash users. We're going to make this a get call, so we'll go methods equals get. And we'll define a function for get users, and within that we will just return JSONify users, and then we'll just return the users list. Excellent. Now, what else are we going to need? Let's do a route to get a user based on their ID. So at app route, stick with users, we'll add integer user ID to grab an ID parameter, and we'll make this method once again get. Perfect. Now drop down, we'll define another function. We'll get user. Alright, and we'll pass in our user ID value there. Now, here we'll get a little bit tricky, so we'll check to see if the user ID exists. User equals user for user in users, if user. It's times like these you wonder if you should have used different names for things. Alright, ID equals user ID. We've got a yellow squiggly every time we're typing users because we've called our list user, not users. There we go, perfect. Alright, so now, if user, return, just identify user, and then the first one in the list found, else we're going to return JSON message user not found, and we'll make that a 404 response. I feel like I've written user so many times in here, particularly like right here, that it's one of those things you type it so many times that it starts to lose all meaning and you're like, is that how you spell it? I don't know. Alright, and then we'll get this up and running. So if name equals main, so as I said before, it's just grabbing the current module, which will be main. Then app.run, we will specify a host. Nope, there we go. Port, let's go 5000. And yeah, we'll go cool debug equals true. Alright. I think that should be everything we need, hopefully. Alright, let's see if it works. Let's get in here. I mean, we've put this in the wrong directory. We've created this just straight up in the GitHub directory, not in the one we made, but that's fine, whatever. Let's see if it still works. Python api.py. I don't think there's anything else in this directory except folders. And run it. All right. I do not think that has worked, but let's check it. We'll jump in here. Localhost 5000. I don't know why I'm trying that here though, that's not going to work. That's a silly thing to do. We're going to need Postman, or at least we're going to want Postman. I don't know if we ever need Postman, but it is a fantastic tool. I really like Postman. While that's opening up, to clarify, the reason why I'm pretty sure we don't actually have this up and running is because I would expect a little message here saying that it was, you know, now listening on port 5000, all that sort of good stuff. So Postman's now decided to join us. Fantastic tool, little slow to open sometimes. Let's open that up, and we've got localhost 5000. We're going to try to pull the user list, and yep, connection refused. Not too surprising there. So, jumping back in the code, what have I stuffed up? That is the question. Alright, so play a little thinking music. I don't think we've got any obvious red squiggly bits that are going to say, hey, you've stuffed this up, which is, you know, a good start, but it doesn't mean the API is working, so it's, you know, just a start. Alright, and I think what our issue is going to be is that, if you note here, we've got methods equals get. Here we only have method equals get, so we're going to put methods, save that, try again, jump back in here, Python API.py, and wonderful. That is a much more promising message. Right, so if we jump into Postman, let's try that again. Excellent. Alright, now we've got our list of users coming back. What if we just say that we want user with ID of number 1? Now we're talking. Alright, there you go. Let's take a look in here. Yep, we can see our HTTP calls coming in. What if we put a user ID that we don't know? 4. Oh, user not found. And we got it in here. A 404. Perfect. Alright. Well, look, guys and gals, I hope that's been a helpful little video for you. If it has been, please like, share, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. Drop a comment down below if you've got any questions or just want to leave a message. I don't know. You do you. I will catch you in the next video. Till next time, have a good one.